And going back to your first question about these numbers, you know, when people say to me, you were just born a great putter, I was like, well, wait a minute. I wasn't always a great putter, and that sort of intonates that I never had to work at it. And I think that's wrong. It's definitely wrong. And so when I put this list together from when I first started in 1984, the stats were more rudimentary, weren't they? You could only have putts per round or putts per green in regulation. And I started looking at my rankings, and I was kind of an average putter my first 5 or 6 years. I met Ben Crenshaw, who I always thought had a cool style, very unique, you know, not something you'd copy or maybe teach, but he had great feel and sense, you know.
Yeah.
I can go in so many different ways here, but you would pay a great putter or a great short game person the compliment of saying he has great hands, he has great touch, he has great feel.
Remember his grip, how good that grip looked? I
think you could look at Ben Crenshaw's grip and just how he puts his hands down there, and it's the prettiest thing to see, whether it was Ben Hogan's in the bronze or Crenshaw's when he held on to that old 8802 style putter. And you know, when Crenshaw, I asked him for a tip. Now he had already won the Masters in '85, and my statistics got noticeably better after that. And I'm like, wow, that helped. So then, you know, you came here in '94, and I had always been more of a field putter. I didn't know much about mechanics. And when you started to come here and make putters and have the video, it's the first time I looked at my stroke in video. And I wasn't just looking at what the putter did, but we looked at what the ball did, which was amazing to me. And then we looked at how do we make the putter move with our body. And then how do we relate it back to feel. We just, off camera, talked about what is feel, how do different people recognize that.